Welcome to another episode coming at you with another video with another side hustle. So like and share this episode. So today we got a woman named Kelly, and she's from Oregon, backwoods Oregon. And she seems like she worked for a company in the digital marketing space, creating content online, mainly videos. And she got fired from a job. And once she got fired, she ended up suing her employer for wrongful termination in 2018, right? And she took all that experience she got working with the agency, because with the agency she was a YouTuber and an influencer. That was her. She worked with people within in the agency doing creating content, doing that based on the clients that they had. So once she got that lawsuit, she started a company creating user generated content. So so if you go on websites like Amazon, you see videos of people um, doing open box product videos where they'll record a video and do product reviews straight out the box, right? You're starting to see a lot of the videos like that on Amazon mainly, right? So now she's working with big brands doing just that. So that's what she's doing now. First, it started to be like a side hustle with her. Now she turned it into a business. And she said by 2022, she was making more than 114,000 a year. And she went on to say, there's a couple questions that they were asked. They said, do you think the success of your UGC side hustle is replicatable? And she said, yeah, I am of the belief that anyone could technically be a UGC creator. I'd call it a simple but not an easy job, because you have to be willing to put in work in the beginning before you know you're getting paid. That's true. And she went on to say, they asked her another question. What do you need to start this side hustle? She said, startups costs are probably under $100. A phone with a camera to be able to film. You want a mini microphone and a window with a light coming through. But you can also just start by a basic ring light. I'd also recommend a portable tripod. I agree with that. And then they went on to ask her, whether you're freelancing or running a consulting business, finding a client often requires networking, both in person and cold pitching. What's one communication tip anyone can use to make a business connection? She went on to say, I think the more personable you are, the more people tend to gravitate towards you. Talk about the things that you're genuinely passionate about, but make sure to ask them questions too, so you can figure out if you have any shared goals and interests. Everyone wants to talk about themselves anyway. Whether you're a prospecting client or a team I've worked with before, I just try to leave everyone off better than they was before we started the conversation. You never know where people are going to end up, and it's nice to have friends in high places. In the early stages of my career, I had no option but to connect with people. It was either make contacts or I'd have to take my sorry ass home. That's funny. And they asked her, UGC creating isn't the same as being an influencer. That's true. But there are some similarities, and influencers often say their pay is unsustainable, particularly in the increasingly saturated market. Is that the case with UGC? And she went on to say, for most brands on a budget, UGC creators are more efficient and cost effective. If you have an immediate level of experience, you can charge anywhere between $500 to $750 for a 10 to 15-second video. Unlike influencers who sometimes charge $2,000 to post that video on their personal social media accounts, you're not paying to use a UGC creator's name, image, likeness, or following. Plus, as TikTok has become so popular, more platforms have invested into video content. It just further affirms that, especially now with the rise of artificial intelligence, people want humans. Combined with UGC becoming more popular, the bar is being raised. UGC is going to become more competitive, but as long as you're offering a return to brands, they don't care what format it is, as long as it's making more money. So that's it. That was the interview they did with this lady. So, basically, if you have a little bit of technical skills and you know how to create videos, or you want to learn how to do videos, you can do this. This is not really difficult. Probably the most difficult thing is to find clients, I would say. But the good news is if you've worked in the tech space or the digital space or the marketing space, you probably already have access to clients, especially if you work with a digital or a firm before, a marketing firm before, or agency before. More than likely, you're talking to clients and dealing with clients all the time. So it would be much easier for you to take a leap of faith like this and just start creating UGC content online. You might be something simple as starting a YouTube channel and finding brands that want to promote their products. You might say, "Hey, I'll do a video opening the box with your product, doing a product review, and you pay me $500 per video." Simple as that, really. You know what I'm saying? If you already have the product, if you already have the clients, you know what I mean? So, hey, if you like this video, share this video. Tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.